Oh, what's up, Sandra? Can you hear me okay? A quick. Just getting everything all set up here. Dreamweaver, what's going on? I'm here. What's up, Matthew? I made it just in time for the rain to go away. A lot of delays, a lot of cancellations, some diversions today. It's been a messy day here. But it's nice to finally see some action. And it's like 80 degrees. Now it looks like Royal Jordanian is being rude and landing on the east side. But welcome into the impromptu edition of Pip's Plane Spotting Live. Why are you not focusing here? There we go. Kevin Winglet Boy, no more Lemonana. I was hoping they would land on the west side here, but I guess it'll be an east side arrival. What's up, Mark Bright Spark? I know, I haven't seen you in ages. I haven't seen anybody in ages. I literally just got into town. I said I immediately have to get to Founders Plaza. My family said they already ate dinner without me, so I was like, well, I guess I could sneak over to Founders Plaza for a few hours. So here we are. So there are a lot of cancellations and delays today, but we will keep track of the action for a couple hours since my family ate without me. What's up, Pyro? Hi, Kevin. We'll see. This is my long return back. I'll have to build everything. Build everything back up. But it is good to be here. Thank you, Mark, for your support. Dreamweaver, it's not too bad. It's about 78 degrees and mostly cloudy. So I think today I will not melt, thankfully. Tomorrow and the days coming might be a different story. But for now, I'm doing all right. Yeah, we're in the 80s or around 80s. It actually feels more like the 70s. So I think we should be okay. I'm just tweaking a couple things here. Okay. So I'm just starting up here all by myself. As soon as I got into town, I was like, you know, I gotta make my way to DFW. So make sure that we are here. So I had some time to kill and was like, you know what? I'm going to come down to DFW. So I'm just setting everything up here. I am broadcasting, Andrew. All right, so I think I turned on slow mode. I'm back on. I'm sure it'll be a fraction of the audience we usually get since this is impromptu and everybody's busy and watching the U.S. win. But you know what? We'll still sneak in some action. We're just starting from where we're at. Lynn, Christy, what's going on? Yes, Bubag, we're in DFW. That is in Texas. So welcome in, everybody. So nice to see you all. Thanks, everybody who has been kind enough to join. Had a couple hours to kill since the family ate dinner already. So thought we'd give you some action here. We're just a simple setup, not the full soundboard today. But thought we'd sneak over. And yeah, we got a whole host of arrivals. American 1230, American 2272 from Oklahoma City, American 2377 from San Antonio, Delta 2970. Oh, they diverted. They diverted from DFW to Oklahoma City. Let me know. I think I'm going to turn up that mic a little bit. But thanks, Lynn Christie, for being a great moderator. Oh, you got off a cruise? Cool, man. That's a good deal. So we'll see who all shows up. I'm going to adjust this. There we go. Should be a lot better now. That United A319 getting ready to take off. In a moment, we'll talk about all the diversions. We had over 50 this morning. Before I left my hotel, I couldn't help but look that there were over 50 diversions this morning at DFW due to the thunderstorms. You can see Qantas hanging out in the parking spot, waiting to fly back later tonight. We're just hanging out. Most of the international flights have made it in. That's because they had time to slow down for weather or speed up for weather. But there was a lot of diversions today. Like I said, 50 plus earlier this morning due to some early morning thunderstorms. Lynn, if Mattman doesn't show up, you're going to be my new top moderator. Same thing with Rainy Cajun. You'll be number one. Because nothing is more important than me, as you know. I'm kind of surprised you're still up, Lynn. Figured you'd be in bed. Mark says it's late over there. So Jess says hi. It's 11:15 over on the other side of the earth. So actually, Dreamweaver, I think the sun's going to come out soon, and then it's going to start to get hot and humid. So that'll be fun. I miss that. Yeah, you definitely got to fly in for your Wonder Plane, the red, yellow, and blue, Dreamweaver. Definitely a lot of World Cup action going on, Mark. Like I said, I was driving from Arizona to here, and I stayed in Midland, Texas yesterday. And since my family had already eaten dinner, had an early dinner without me, I decided I'd stop by for a few hours. So I hope you enjoy the action. That sounds cool, Bubag. That sounds pretty rad. Radical. So we have Delta 2970 inbound from Oklahoma City, which is a diversion, I believe. American 2928, an A321 from Austin. Winglet boy, you'd build a house in the middle of Love Field, dreamy? Probably. I bet she would. Hey, don't forget to like everybody so that more people know about us. I got a long way to go. I've been off for a month and I've missed you all. So if you're just joining us, don't forget to say hello. It would be, the wind's out of the east, but I think we'll still remain in south flow. For those of you who aren't familiar, I lived in DFW from 2024 till early 2025, then moved to Tucson, and then just am waiting to hear back on a couple of things. Radelaide, what's going on? It is the middle. You know what, Radelaide? The number one place I want to go next summertime is Australia and live there for 3 months and figure out how to do it as a business expense. Andrew says, were you working during that intense storm we had on Wednesday? I would imagine it shut down opposite Tucson. No, actually, I was not. I didn't. I left. No, you know what? I was having dinner that afternoon with a friend, and Andrew, the thunderstorms I definitely was around for, but my last day at work was on Saturday. So I know there were about 3 or 4 diversions in Tucson on Wednesday. I kept an eye on them. So, yeah. Sandra. Great question, Andrew. Yeah, my last day was on Saturday. So I'm officially unemployed until further notice. But I guess that means I can broadcast a lot more, which is a lot of fun. So it's nice to be back to see y'all. This is in from Austin, Texas. Sandra says Wednesday or yesterday, Delta got a diversion from Wisconsin, I want to say. Hey, Dreamweaver joining Premium Economy. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, and it's great to have you. So I think we're done with the rain. I actually delayed my driving this morning because of the rain, so just got here. Mark Bright says, I viewed soccer at Dallas, Texas, Seattle today, and now Boston. Excellent, Mark. Hey, there's Tim Arnold, everybody. Dan Reeves says, good evening, watching this in the World Cup at the same time. Who says blokes can't multitask? Great to have you, Dan. I literally just got into town from Tucson, so drove by Founders Plaza, and I said, you know what? I'm going to stop by for a couple hours just to get the shimmies and the shakes out and stretch a little bit because I've been in a car for, 12, 14 hours. So we just set up the simple setup today, the backup soundboard, and we are rolling. So great to see everybody. Storm Chaser Mark, what's up? Hans, what's going on? Thank you so much. Good to see you guys. Well, I've missed all of you. If you didn't know, I was getting everything ready to move and working overtime. And so, funny enough, the last time we broadcast was actually here, but it was at Love Field. Our last broadcast was at Love Field. And that was on, I believe, May 15th. So it's been about a month. So great to see everybody. Sandra says, Sioux Falls no longer has Gate 1 because the new Terminal 2 that's being built. That is a. I didn't know they were building a new terminal, Sandra. How dare you not tell me? Ah, that's exciting stuff. Storm Chaser Mark, thank you so much for that $5 super chat. Gentlemen and a scholar, great to have you aboard. Storm Chaser Mark, great to see you again. So thanks for everybody's patience. So as I said in some of my posts, once I get into town, we're going to heat things up. So we're going to try and be out. We might do tomorrow. Not sure. But definitely on Monday, we will be broadcasting. So stay tuned for a start time on Monday. Can't decide Love Field or DFW. Obviously, it's going to depend on the weather. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, Storm Chaser Mark. Speaking of storms, yeah, Storm Chaser Mark, we had some diversions today in DFW. Even though I was sitting in Midland, Texas, I was watching the diversions intently here at DFW because I knew it would be a possibility as we check out the CRJ taking off. I counted around 50 or so diversions from DFW this morning between 5 and I want to say 8 a.m. So now the operation is playing catch-up. Ketchup. Playing some ketchup and mustard. Ha ha! It's nice to be back. Remember the last time we did DFW, they were on North Flow. So this is my first time doing a South Flow broadcast in probably 17 months, 16, 17 months. So it's great to be back. As you can see, where is my flag? Yeah, so light wind today. You don't see the American flag blowing too much. Yes, Dan Reeves, we have, I've seen the VC-25. It looks good. I'm just excited to see it actually flying around. If you're just joining us, thank you. So yeah, I think our first official broadcast will be Monday. We might sneak in one more tomorrow. Sunday will be off, but then Monday, I'm thinking Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We'll be doing all day or all night broadcasts, so look forward to those. It's just a humid day, probably in the mid-upper 70s, maybe 80 degrees. As we've got arrivals, Delta 873 from Oklahoma City, so another diversion. And then American 877 from Leon, Mexico. So this Delta, a diversion, coming back to DFW. I bet you it was originally planned for Salt Lake City. I'll give you an update in a few minutes what's going on in the life of the Pipster and share with you. Yeah, the sun's getting ready to break out. Okay, no worries, Dreamweaver. I know you're working hard. I might have to go grab my hat, too, but we'll hang out here for a little bit. I do not have any shade, but that's okay. I'm excited to see everybody. What is up, Indie Spawner? I haven't responded to your comment yet, but yes, I saw Indy on, what was it, Tuesday? Tuesday or Wednesday got that 747-400 cargo, which is pretty rad. Thank you, Carolina Aviation. Even though there's a lot of cancellations and delays today, it's a slow day here at the airport. I'm still broadcasting, Carolina Aviation. What up, Texas girl? Great to see you. Thank you, thank you. Texas girl, I was driving back from Midland this morning, and I said the first place I got to stop, even before home, is stop by Founders Plaza, because I drive right by Founders Plaza on the way home. So I was like, I got to stop by. Yeah, Indy's been busy, Indy Spawner. You got that Cathay Pacific in Aeromexico. I got to figure out a way to start my own channel devoted strictly to diversions. It is that time of year, Indy Spotter. So there is a lot of action. Next arrivals, a CJ4 private jet. Then we've got American 2899 from Oklahoma City on a 737-800. I think I'm going to be here, Texas girl, until about 7:30, maybe a little bit longer. We'll see. It depends if the sun is still hiding. Or you can just chill, and it's humid out, or you can chill either way. It's just nice to be here. But yeah, I should be here in 25 minutes, unless there's a sudden downpour. I got to get myself a big bill cap, though. So again, my last broadcast was about a month ago. So it's good to be back on the air. There is that CJ4. I guess I could have gone to Addison, but I drive right by here. Indy Spunner says, I was in California recently and went to LAX and Laurel Street parking garage. Laurel Steep was looking like San Francisco. The roads are steep. It's true. As we get a baby, an A220, a whale, taking off here. On 1-8 left. Thank you, Tim Arnold and Dreamweaver and Storm Chaser, for your contributions. Appreciate you. Appreciate you guys greatly. You can see Qantas hanging out down there till later tonight when it takes off. Yes, Mark, you did hear me correctly. I did finish my airport job. Saturday was my last day. Last week, Mark, I had 2 interviews for new positions, one in Tucson in a different capacity, and then also one at the airport, and then one at an airport I'm not going to quite name, but it's located in the Midwest. But so I figured instead of paying rent and hanging in Tucson just waiting, I'd come home and move out and visit my fam for a couple weeks and broadcast. Whoa, Carolina Aviation. Look at him representing $5 super chat. Thank you very much, Carolina Aviation, for your generous contribution. I give him a hard time, but he's a good man. And we actually have about the same amount of subscribers, so now it's really a contest who can get the most subscribers. In fact, I think we should do a challenge, Carolina Aviation, who can get the most subscribers by the end of the year. So, and then we should have like a reward or a payoff. Tidanji, what's going on? Hello, hello. Well, I'm back. Yeah, the race is on for sure. Oh, JetBlue is coming to Indianapolis? I didn't know that. That's awesome, Indy Spotter. That is outstanding. Look at that. We get some country action, some Tide Pod action here. Tony Toga, what's up, man? Thank you for the warm welcome back. Yeah, it's been a while. In fact, I was saying the last time I did a broadcast from here on a South Flow day, like today, was probably 17 months ago. And going back to what Mark Bright Sparks said earlier, I am officially unemployed. Left my position in good standing in Tucson. And so instead of paying rent, I decided to come hang out with family and broadcast for a couple weeks. I had a couple of interviews, and we'll see what happens. Just excited to be here, excited to be back. Just nice to see everybody again. Thanks for your patience in hanging out. I know I haven't been on the air in the last month because I've been getting ready to move and work and everything, so thanks for your understanding. So appreciate all of you. It's a pizza party if I win. Fair enough, Dreamweaver. Right now, the lens I use, Indy Spotter, is actually a or is not a lens. It's a video camcorder. It's called the Canon XA70. Well, thanks, Andrew. I'm good. I'm missing Arizona too, but they may offer me the job, and I may be back there in Tucson. It's just a different position, and we'll see. Just kind of figure out what's the right option. Tim Arnold's hanging out in Denver, having those lovely early morning temperatures in the upper 50s. Thank you, Tidanji. Now we're going to enjoy what time we have here. So, I'm 50-50 on doing a broadcast tomorrow, and 100% on doing a broadcast on Monday. So if we don't do anything tomorrow, we will 100% be broadcasting on Monday, though. That is for sure. So stay tuned. Indy Spotter points something out. Is it a slow day at DFW? And it kind of is, Indy Spotter, because there were lots of diversions earlier today due to storms and then delays and cancellations. So it's kind of like a moderate middle day here. It's like if we were broadcasting at Raleigh-Durham or something to our friend Carolina Aviation, or at like Love Field. But yeah, there were a lot of cancellations, diversions earlier this morning here at DFW due to thunderstorms. So you either got delayed or you got a cancellation. So, yes. Thank you, Andrew. I would love a great offer. Hans, I haven't seen any soccer yet. I've only listened to it on the radio. Listening to the U.S. win over Australia 2-0 today. Oh, that's right, Sandra. The the Dance Party channel. That's right. I forgot we have to do that. Maybe I selectively forgot that. But yes, it is a little bit slower day due to the cancellations. If you look at Flight Radar, or Flight Aware, there's been a lot of cancellations, delays, a lot of action due to the weather today. We just actually got done with the rain. I snuck in behind it, and I was like, oh, I'll go on the air for a couple hours. So welcome in, everybody. So for right now, the next couple of weeks, we're just going to hang here, and we'll be doing a lot of broadcasting to make up for that month that we were absent. But it's so nice to be on a South Flow day. And I just did an easy setup today, so I don't have my soundboard or anything. I just did a quick tripod and camera and soundboard setup. I know, Indie Spotter, a lot of us are grieving. For sure. Weather Bob, good day from Arkansas. Weather Bob would probably know that we had some weather today, Bob. So I actually was fortunate enough. I was staying in Midland. I drove in from Tucson to Midland yesterday and then stayed in a hotel. And then Mama Pip was nice enough to point out that there was some weather. So I kind of hung around Midland until probably close to 11 o'clock and then made my way towards Dallas. It's about, give or take, 6 hours with stops. I didn't go super fast, and I took a lot of breaks, so you could probably make it in 5-ish hours. But I grabbed, I was really hungry, so I grabbed a lot of stuff and took it easy. But I'm kind of glad I did because they had rain within the last hour or so, and now it's out of here, so I can broadcast. Good night, son of ham. We'll see you next time, which will probably be Monday. So I'm just going to be hanging here for a few hours. Probably for about 2-ish more hours, maybe. And then I'll head home and then unpack everything because I got a lot of stuff. And then go to bed, chill, see if we want to do a show tomorrow or get ready for the show on Monday. Oh, yeah, Weather Bob, I was going to ask, what is your favorite diversion app? I counted here at DFW alone just between like 5 and 8 o'clock. I counted close to 50 diversions. So any good app recommendations, appreciate it. All right, Mark Bright Spark, good night to you, sir. Great to see you. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for stopping by. I'd like to get at least one heavy. Right as we started the show, Royal Jordanian landed on the east side on the 17s, which is a little upsetting considering I feel like ATC could have fit them in here on the west side. That's just my take. Oh, great question. Indie Spotter asked, any plans for Oshkosh? I haven't said no to Oshkosh. The question is, Indie Spotter, what happens with the job situation? If nothing comes together, I may head up towards Oshkosh. Indy, definitely a possibility. Jet tip. Okay, Weather Bob says jet tip. That's a good one. Roger that, sir. Tony Toga, we actually, I did make it. So for Mother's Day weekend, I flew out here, and I was able to sneak a quick show on that Tuesday after Mother's Day, and it's pretty great. I love the fact, Tony Toga, that the entire area is covered by a roof, which is outstanding. So the only thing I would have loved to seen is maybe like a water fountain. But yeah, it's pretty great. For sure. Dan Reeves says, do it, do it, do it. You know, I've tried to, I've looked at hotels and I think it's possible, Dan. And worst case scenario is I stay in Chicago. And Oshkosh is probably 2 and change from northwest suburbs, are about 2 hours or so away from Oshkosh. So that's definitely doable. Oh, very cool, Indie Spawner. Yes, they do, Hans. They wear a lot of orange shirts. Even though I wasn't here, I saw the parade of orange shirts at Dallas Stadium. Yeah, I've wanted to go to Oshkosh for a while. So I'm definitely considering it this year. If a job comes my way, then that'll change things. But definitely a possibility. Stronger possibility than last year. Hey, David G. Hello, sir. Oh, look at this. We got our retro. American Eagle retro. I almost missed that. I haven't seen this in forever. I don't think this ever made one stop at Tucson. I definitely would have caught it. Or I must have been working on a day off. So... Yeah, Andy, if we do end up going to Oshkosh, we will definitely try and stream as many airports as we can in the Midwest. Absolutely. Dan Reeves says when he drove up from Chicago to Oshkosh, took about 3 hours. I actually stayed at the UNI in Oshkosh, which was great. I will definitely go back for sure, just not for a while. Right on, Dan. Well, thank you for the offer, Andrew. You know, I wish I could jump seat. That would make things a whole lot easier. And I actually did see a part-time operations officer position at Oshkosh. And I was like, ooh, maybe? Tink, what's up, man? Tink is joining us on his first weekend of retirement. It doesn't suck. Tink, one of our friends from Tucson who worked at the Air National Guard, enjoying his first week of retirement, well-deserved. And just before I got on the air, I had the pleasure of talking to an American Airlines mechanic who just had his 40th year anniversary, a 40-year anniversary. It's unbelievable. So congratulations to you, Tink. David G, today I am not missing the heat. It's very humid here. We just got done with rain. I would say the temperature is probably close to 78, 80. So I am not missing the heat today for sure. I will tell you, you know what, David G, one of the things I will miss about Tucson and Arizona is there's very little grass, which means there's very little lawn mowing and going on. So that's a nice thing. I didn't realize how much I miss it until I was woken up by them mowing the grass at my hotel this morning in Midland, Texas. So again, it's a little bit slower day here. Of course, on a Friday, it's nonstop, but there's been a lot of cancellations, a lot of delays today. Thunderstorms were in the morning, and then they had rain again this afternoon at DFW. So there's not a ton of traffic like there usually should be. So just FYI. Or everything is super delayed. Most of the international flights are still on time, but a lot of the domestic stuff got hit pretty hard this morning. What's up, Life Begins at 40? What's going on? So this will, and plus this is kind of an impromptu. I drive right by Founders Plaza on my way home to family. So I figured I'd stop by because I was tired. And plus I missed it. And it's South Flow Day here at DFW. Roger that. Life Begins, the Sun Country Gopher Pod livery. All right, Andy Spawner, we'll see you later, dude. Great to see you, and I appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next broadcast. Mattman's still around. I think Mattman is tied up. He's probably taking a date out tonight. It is a Friday night, so. But yeah, he's still rocking and rolling, doing great. And again, this is I had to jump on the air for a little bit. So this is very impromptu. So I'm just hanging out for a little while, and we'll be on. Hey, Jet Dispatcher. An Eskimo in the tail. That would be Alaska. I wonder if the Eskimo is going to go away, though, save F9 Jet Dispatcher. So we might go on the air tomorrow. Regardless, if we do or do not, we will 100%, unless there's weather, be on the air on Monday. So you can look forward to that. Monday. And then we're just building the channel back up. Meme, what's up, man? Long time no see indeed. Yes, it is great to be back. I haven't been on the airs for about a month. So I have been a major sinner. I have done a horrible job. I must confess. No, it's CRJ 700. In fact, save F9. My job in Tucson ended on a good accord. So I'm taking a little break instead of paying rent just sitting around. I'm gonna visit my folks for a couple weeks, and I had a couple interviews, so I'm just kind of waiting on that. Yeah, so I had 2 interviews last week, and one for a different position within the Tucson airport. And then also another airport, I had another interview that's in the Midwest. I won't say where just yet, but should hear from both of them probably within the next week regardless what's happening. Again, Qantas was actually on time. In fact, most of the flights, the international flights, have been on time today. It's just a lot of the domestic stuff, like I said, that got diverted or held up or delayed. Salt Lake City flights, what's going on? Welcome back to DFW. You'll also be getting rained on here in a little bit. Also, Qantas may dump fuel like what happened last time. Yeah, that'll be interesting. We're only hanging out for a couple hours tonight, and because I still I haven't even gone home yet. To unpack. So I still have my truck full of my stuff waiting to unpack. But I just thought I missed Founders Plaza. I missed being on the air, so I thought I'd sneak on for a few hours. And my family ate dinner already, so I mean, I have to pass by Founders Plaza to get home anyways. So I figured why not stop by and hang out with y'all for a few hours and say hey again. Oh, very good. Save F9. Right on. I wonder if you get to, get to go skiing again. I wonder how Bryce will like snow. So it's just nice to be back. Nice to see everybody. I've missed y'all. I sometimes forget how good connection is, and talking with people is. You know, that's good for humanity, and it's good broadcasting and being back on the air. So, with that being said, let's see what we got. We got Alaska Max 8 from Seattle, which is landing right now. Then it's Envoy from Manhattan, Kansas. American 2609 from San Antonio. American 1828, if I can talk, from Fresno. It definitely is a lighter day here at DFW due to all the cancellations. Sure, people are wondering what's going on. Oh, nice! An interview with Delta. That's big time. I don't think Delta's ever given me an interview. F9. Never. I've never made it to the interview stage. I guess my thinking of logic doesn't line up. Plane spotter, dude, you need to take care of yourself. You're broadcasting in 113 degree heat. I will not do that. Plane spotter is definitely the man. That is definitely for sure. So excellent work, plane spotter. Oh, I sure hope so. Finnair One World Livery meme says that's excellent. I was hopeful that we'd get Royal Jordanian here on this side meme, but once again they landed on the east side, so still have not had a chance to see them. Is an E175 from Manhattan, Kansas, that is, not Manhattan, New York. There are only 5 states, I think actually 4 states I haven't been to now. Since I went to Alaska in October, but I have not been to Alaska, or South Dakota, and then Maine, New Hampshire, and then also Massachusetts, or not Massachusetts, Vermont. I know, Plane Spotter, it's super hot. I'm shocked that all your equipment didn't melt. Oh, we got to go around. We got to go around. That Manhattan, either they were going too fast or Manhattan, Kansas was going too slow. So they're going to fly runway heading. There go the engines. I bet you they were probably going a little too fast. Sorry. They were going around from a mile out. He's like, oh, I'm going to put the gear up. So yeah, that envoy flight from Manhattan, Kansas was either too slow or they were too fast. That A320. Andrew asking my personal opinion of the 737 MAX. Well, I have to be fair, Andrew. I have not had a chance to dispatch the 737 MAX. So, you Texas girl came up, scared.
How are you?
Good, tired, but
Tired? So
yeah.
Are you back here for good?
For a couple of weeks at least.
Where are you heading?
Parents' house.
No.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know yet?
No, I had the interviews and now I'm just broadcasting. So
Okay. So you're waiting to hear on them.
you got it. Yeah. So Texas girl just arrived, so scared me. Stood up.
Apologize.
Yeah, no, you're fine. But anyway, Andrew, we should ask Joe Leary that question because he's had the opportunity to dispatch the MAX. And I think he's going to be dispatching the MAX 7 here soon, hopefully. But overall, after they got the kinks out of the system, I think it's been an overall reliable airplane. Cathay Pacific landing, really? On 13 right?
Look at that. 56 minutes.
Wow, yeah. Yep, British Airways, the A380. I can't believe Cathay Pacific. Yeah. That we can know for sure. Can't believe Cathay Pacific ditched 18 right. Guess sometimes that happens. I think it's the Friday controller. Him all watching you from Founders Plaza. Thank you.
Somebody else is here?
Yeah. Window seat spotter. British Airways actually delayed today, so we'll be able to catch it in about an hour. Texas girl just pointed it out to us. Meme says Finnair landed. Oh, okay. Finnair is the one that landed on 13 right. Okay. Hey, Maggie P, what's up? From Denver. Maggie, I was this close to driving north.
That was like a week ago. I was over the bridge on 114 going to pick up a group and I stopped. I looked in my mirrors. I was like, no, nobody's behind me. I stopped that bus. Look at that.
Nice. Turn the camera towards you, okay? There he is, okay. See, he's watching. Here he is. There he is, Jamal. There he is. Yep. Yep, waving high. How's it going? Thanks for saying hi. The posse. So yeah, I had just gotten back.
You hear that? They're over there with the cannon, shooting the birds away.
All right. So what do we got? Oh, Cathay Pacific landing on 13 right. Then it was Finnair landing on 13 right. Wow, we're striking out today. This is horrible. Usually they land on 18 right, but I guess today they felt different, probably due to the weather. And we get a bunch of arrivals from Georgetown, San Francisco, Sky West, San Antonio, Wichita. Louis, what's going on? Louis staying up late. Daniel says hi from Dusseldorf. Meme says, I hope the PSA is arriving on 18 right. So we'll look for Cathay Pacific and Finnair to sneak behind the hangars there, since they landed on 13 right, which is our crosswind runway. I know, right? There is definitely a lot of that, Andrew. Yeah. Let's see if we can see Cathay Pacific there behind the trees. Maybe? No? Well.
So do you watch Walt? No. No? Yeah. He's Walt. He's DFW.
Oh, like I have
He was out here last
run
night.
to DFW, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was out here last night.
Oh, sometimes.
When I was in Arkansas, I had to pick up a group this morning.
I'm waiting for like
Meme says, I looked at Finnair and it came in from Oklahoma City for some reason. No, Meme, it probably had to do with the weather. There's a lot of diversions today, so that would make sense, I guess. That would make sense, Meme, if they were landing on 13 right that way. There's been a lot of diversions and delays today.
Yeah, I was going over the bridge over 114, and I was coming in, and I was going to pick up a group. And I drive big terminals. So I was over the bridge, and it was coming in right behind me.
Thanks, Louis, for being a premium economy member as this A321's landing.
And then I get up on top of the bridge, here comes British, man. I look in my mirror, stop that bus, and sat up there. I took that one, and
what is it?
That's not a bad idea, Andrew. I like that. I think I think that might be a violation of copyright. But there, you can see Finnair down there crossing the runway, taxiing, and Qatar's parked down there as well. So again, this was totally an impromptu show, and we'll be here till like 7:30ish, and then I'm going to drive home and unpack. We might do a show tomorrow. If not, Monday will 100% be our next show, unless something comes up.
yeah, this is a 23 plus.
Uncle Plane Guy, yeah, we'll be at Love Field. We might be at Love Field on Monday. We'll see. But yes, we will rotate in and out of DFW and Love Field.
Got a lot of plane photos. See what videos I got.
I asked you about 5 minutes ago, I think there was a plane, he averted his landing. Did you catch that?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Did he avert it?
Yeah. Yeah, the other plane was just too slow on the runway, so
Yeah.
he had to go around.
Oh, you had a go
Well,
around.
I was out here a couple weeks ago, and I had the dog with me, like he is today with the wife, and I think I saw one
Yeah.
divert, avert his.
Yeah, when you go around, go around.
I was
Yeah.
distracted with the dog. I couldn't see. But I heard him accelerating, and
Yeah.
but he did avert his landing. Huh? Wow.
Yep.
How often
You know, a
does
lot
that
of these
happen?
videos
Do you
will
see?
transfer.
Oh, I don't know. I would say probably once or twice a day. It just kind of depends. It can be for a number of reasons. Sometimes they would go around because of coyotes and stuff. So, but yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't let
That's what I
that
drive.
slow me down if I was landing. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I just got back from Arkansas.
Lynn Christie, you told me, Lynn Christie, you went to bed.
I'm driving.
So now, after being off for a month, we are building the channel back up. I lost 12 subscribers in the last month. It's actually more than like 18. But Lynn Christie, you told me you were going to bed. Hey, thanks, by the way, to Carolina Aviation, Storm Chaser Mark, Tim Arnold, Louie, and also Dreamweaver for their contribution supporting the channel. Wichita on an A319 is next. Oh, and here comes our PSA Retro number 2 from Las Vegas. Then it's Envoy, so our second retro of the day, and another from Oklahoma City. Boy, if you like Oklahoma City, you got a lot of arrivals today.
They'll come in from this way. Take off this way.
Good old Wichita, ICT.
Well, that's probably what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Fort Smith, I was there this morning. I went through there this morning. They're getting stormed.
So we're about an hour away, or less than an hour away, excuse me, from British Airways. That might be our last flight of the day. I don't know. Turkish usually comes in early. Let me see on Turkish. Again, this is totally impromptu. I just thought I'd sneak in for a couple hours before I head home to Frisco and unpack everything. But yeah, there's been a lot of action today as far as diversions, cancellations, delays, thunderstorms. If you're joining us, lots of thunderstorms. Andrew says, Will Rogers is my favorite small town airport, Oklahoma City. Oh. There's our PSA. Hmm?
There's another cafe coming. Look at that. At 8.
That was kind of a rough landing there. The Finnair that arrived, yeah, if you look down, and Cathay is also taxiing, you can see the Finnair tail. Looks like Finnair has already taxied to the gate. So it's just nice to be back. Back in the action, back in the saddle. Okay, Dreamweaver, we'll see you in a bit. I'll have to buy me a table, too, and get up along the fence there. Hi, Randy. Well, thanks so much for the warm welcome back to DFW.
I don't even see Qantas on it.
Well, that's because they're not taking off.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm looking at arrivals. Let me look at the.
It's good to see you guys and gals. Now the wind has changed. It looks like it is slightly to the from the south. So we get a little more breeze. Just nice. And honestly, it was a nice day too. So now that the rain had passed by.
The air. You see this?
It is definitely, Randy, not as hot as in Tucson. For sure. It was like 105, 104 all day. All week. I mean, Plane Spotter was up broadcasting in Phoenix at 113. That's just, that, even with the shade at the parking garage, that is just too hot. Too hot. Jonathan Bilbao, what's up from Chile? Cathay Pacific looks like it's waiting to park, so it's just hanging out there on the taxiway. Southpaw, what's up? Yep, brand new Plane Spotter. It sure feels like that, starting all over after a month off. Hey, and you know, Southpaw, we were talking about Oshkosh earlier. I have to email you, Southpaw. There is an airport. You don't say it out loud, but there is an airport near you that I applied for a job. And I think you know which airport it is, but do not type it, do not say it, because that'll give it away. Jim Rockford says hi, of the Rockford Files. You know, we haven't had great luck today as far as the heavies go. Hopefully our luck will be better on Monday. Maybe tomorrow. I've never actually done a Saturday broadcast in a long time. I shouldn't say that. I have not done a Saturday broadcast in a long, long time. There we go. But if we don't do one tomorrow, Monday, 100%, unless something crazy comes up. We will be broadcasting on Monday. Maggie P, that sounds great. Denver. You know what? I actually applied for a job, Maggie P, in Denver. They sent me a rejection notice this week, funny enough. You mentioned that, Maggie P. They said no dice. I don't know why. They don't have to give a reason, but it would have been fun working there for sure. But they just said the usual thoughts. Thanks for your interest. A lot of great candidates and yada, yada, yada. Good luck. Brian S. says hello from Phoenix. What's up, Brian S.? Great to see you. So to recap, my current situation, I thank you for your patience. It has been a month since I've been broadcasting. I've missed it, but I was getting ready to move, and so I literally stopped here on my way to Frisco, so I still have all my stuff in the truck. But I left my job. My last day was Saturday, and then I had 2 interviews this past week for positions, different positions. But in the meantime, I figured, why am I paying rent when I'm just sitting in Tucson? So I decided to come visit family and come home and broadcast. So that is why I'm here. Hi, Zoe. But yeah, Southpaw, it is 100% had the interview this past week. And let me tell you, Southpaw, it was tough. It was about a 45-minute oral interview over Teams. And then on top of that, Southpaw, they had me do a 25-question fill-in or multiple choice. Oh, life begins at 40. That'd be awesome. Oh, nice, Andrew. Very cool. A lot of gliders. See, now, Texas girl, I haven't missed the bugs. That Tucson did not have many bugs. I think specifically because they all died from the heat. Yeah. And the lack of water. Water. Yep. Although, we did have some good rains this week in Tucson, which is unusual. Last year, we didn't have anything. Oh, is he coming tonight? Is he coming tonight? You said your buddy. Our buddy, I know. Oh, the coyote. Ah. Well, thank you, Southpaw. Yep. It was funny. I said as soon as they gave me an email or a call, Southpaw, I was like, I know somebody who's going to be very interested in this, in hearing about this. So, yep. But Maggie P, yeah, I applied to Denver. I've applied to offhand Denver, Anchorage, Chicago. Where else? DFW. Thank you, Texas girl, for being a member of Premium Economy for 15 months and your support. So yeah, Chicago, Anchorage, Spokane, San Diego, Dallas, Fort Worth, and I think there's one more I mentioned. Can't think of it offhand, but yeah. It's been a few different positions. What's up, Aircraft Expeditions? Great to see you. Any more thunderstorms, Aircraft Expeditions out in Tucson? You know, I didn't even think about this. I bet a lot of people are coming out here during the World Cup, too, that are just, like, around here and looking for something to do. I was thinking about that.
Yeah, we
It's a lot.
It's pretty easy. You just got to deal with traffic.
Yeah.
That's all.
So we'll be here for about another hour, and then I'm going to go home, pack. We might be here tomorrow. If not, we will 100% be on the air on Monday. I can't decide between coming back here or going to Love Field. So I might have to flip a coin as we check out the C-175 landing. Oh, trust me, Andrew. If I got the job in Anchorage, I would be in bliss. The only downside is I would be kind of far away from my parents who are in their 80s. So I'd feel kind of bad being so far away. But yeah, that's definitely high on the list.
A lot of that is God.
It is. A lot of it is God. Yeah,
If He wants you to be here, you'll be here.
very true. Southpaw, both jobs, they said they would let me know by the end of next week at the latest. So I'd expect to hear in another week, week and a half, something like that. So, yeah. So if you're just joining us, welcome to this impromptu edition of Pip's Plane Spotting Live. Just getting off the road from Midland, Texas, and then headed back home to Frisco. So I'll be here for the next couple of weeks. So I hope you enjoy it for the next couple of weeks, and then we'll see what happens. We might be on going back to Arizona. We might not. Both jibs. What? Aircraft says both jibs. We still, British Airways A380 was in fact delayed, and we're expecting it towards the top of the hour. So that's why we're still hanging out here. Qantas, as you can see, already landed. They come from the other side of the world, and they landed at 12:30. Typically, you'll see all the Asian and Oceanic airlines, with the exception of Fiji, it's kind of interesting, land towards the earlier half of the day. So like Qantas is 12:30. Meanwhile, Japan, Korean Air, Emirates, they all land before 10 a.m. Thank you for the support, Aircraft Expedition. Yeah, Qantas has been here for a while, and then Qantas takes off late tonight to go back to Sydney. Check out this CRJ. So life begins at 40. I got cut off, but I do. Good luck with getting the job with Menzies. I hope you get it. That'll be a nice little progression for you. We're keeping an eye on traffic here. Oh, yeah, there it is. I wonder if it will also land on 13. Right. And be mean.
You got that one from Shanghai.
Yes, we do. Randy, it's a long story. So it would take a while to explain. But just an opportunity for new opportunities. That makes sense. So, what up, Danielle? Aircraft Expedition, $2 super chat saying Pip Hastings for president. Thank you. I'm considering the exploratory run aircraft expeditions. I had a lot of time on my hands driving from Tucson to Dallas, and I was like, if it's still 2 years away, so this is a good time to form my exploratory committee. Well, thank you, Brian S. I appreciate that. It doesn't hurt. Brian S. I have to confess, it doesn't hurt that I escaped the the heat. I'm not gonna lie. There's definitely some good feelings about not being in 110, 113 degree heat. So, I can't lie. I will never lie to you folks. Randy, I'll explain why I left Tucson soon enough, but for right now, just focused on this and being back with family and chilling. I think they should do like a Brian S. I've brought up this idea here at DFW, but they could totally do it at Phoenix. They should build like they have at Chase Field with a pool. Instead of like at the ballpark, do a pool that has a cabana overlay and overhang at Phoenix Sky Harbor. It's busy enough there. But Brian S., I'll also say I got used to the heat more. It wasn't an outright despisal of the heat this year. Like last year, it was like I literally wanted to destroy the heat. But I was a little more used to it this year, even though we never got to like 110. I mean, we would get to like 103, 104. Aircraft Expedition says 105 today. All right, our first heavy, well, technically our second heavy of the day, but EVA Air Cargo 696 from Anchorage on a 777 was looked like number 2 for arrival. Danielle. Oh, you, Danielle. Dry heat my... It's a family show, Danielle. Another outburst like that, and you'll be blocked for 10 minutes saying it's a dry heat. Oh, man, Southpaw. 70s all week, no humidity. Count me in. Count me in. Yeah, Phoenix, Phoenix could work, Brian S. That would be fun working the field, but it would be very, very hot on the field. That'd be like I'd be hiding in an ice box. I agree, Andrew. I agree. In fact, I told the big boss that we should do something and create something in Tucson, just over there by the fire station. I agree wholeheartedly. Oh, see, Aircraft Expedition's trying to be a funny guy. Well, I'm going to have to put him in timeout for 10 minutes. Sorry, buddy. That feels good. All right, our first heavy, technically, of the show on this side as the sun comes out. So it should be a nice day tomorrow. I'm guessing fairly humid tomorrow, but I think there's a small possibility of storms. I'm going to look at the forecast tonight when I get home. But it's nice to be here. So we'll turn our attention to the 777. There it is. That sun will provide a nice backdrop.
Yes. It's good to see you here.
Very smooth landing. I knew the sun would eventually show up. We're about a half hour away from the big old A380.
22 minutes.
Ah, she says 22 minutes.
22.
American 79 Heavy. And then American 128 Heavy. Flying along Highway 380. Yo, what's up, 604 Lobos? What's going on? I know. We haven't seen you all. Great to see you, Don Rumsey. Hello, hello.
It's going to come over here, isn't it?
What?
The one from London.
Oh, let's see. Texas girl thinks that our London and Shanghai, right? Well, you know, it's 50-50 right now. It does look like it is headed towards 13 right. We'll see, though. Shanghai, though, looks like it's going to be 18 right for us. Don Rumsey, I guess you could say I'm on sabbatical here at DFW. I drove from Tucson yesterday, stayed in Midland, Texas last night, and before I'm headed home to Frisco, had to stop by Founders Plaza because I miss it, even though we were here in May. So, long story short, my last day at my current job was on Saturday. Left on good terms. Just kind of needed a change, you know. So, in the meantime, instead of paying rent in Tucson, I decided to bring all my stuff home because if there's nothing that a parent loves, it's their child coming home to live with them. So, no, hopefully that'll just be temporary. But I'll be here for the next couple of weeks at least. And I did have a couple interviews, so just waiting on those and seeing what the next step is. Oh, interesting. Don Rumsey says MSP Live was closed due to thunderstorms. Don, when we started here, the rain was just ending, and on top of that, there were over 50 diversions from DFW today due to thunderstorms. So,
You got the butt scratchers. The butt scratchers. Yeah. Have a good night, guys.
thank you.
Thank you.
Telly, what's going on? That's right, temporary ops at home. I will be the ops leader at home. Yeah, I've been keeping. I don't know what it's been, but I've gotten on this diversion kick lately, of keeping track of diversions. You probably can tell I have too much time on my hands, but it's kind of interesting, seeing where everything is going.
Oh, yeah. London's coming this way.
All right. Oh, look at this. We got some sunflowers. Some wild sunflowers. Are they turning this into like a garden or whatever?
I don't think they want people out there.
No, I know that, but it's kind of interesting how they've all popped up along here.
Just notice that. All of a sudden, wow.
Yeah. It's true, and Andrew, diversions appear. uh, they they appeal to our ADHD. Is true, but the other thing. So when I was a flight dispatcher, Andrew, when we were at Envoy, we we used to have this stuffed armadillo that we would put on somebody's desk if one of their flights diverted. So it kind of reminds me of when I was a dispatcher and trying to avoid that stuffed animal. So yeah, there's definitely that component of it too. All right, Texas girl and life begins at 40 says we've got two heavies headed our way from London and Shanghai on a Dreamliner and a 777-300.
Shanghai is coming in, but London is still kind of iffy.
Southpaw, I have. Actually, there's one of the local Fox affiliates here, Southpaw, interviewed a Japanese fan, and it was hilarious. It's just the best thing in the world. They are hilarious. They absolutely are. All right, Dan Reeves, have a great night, sir. We'll see you on the next one. Yeah, Southpaw, I agree with you. They've been fantastic. Yep, the World Cup going through, I believe, July 19th, I want to say, is the final. July 19th. And the U.S., 2 victories today, undefeated. Yeah, so it looks like London and Shanghai are both arriving.
Yep, one after another.
Yep, I didn't set up the soundboard today just for power's sake and also ease. So we just did a quick setup today, but we'll have the soundboard back and rolling soon enough. And it is a liner. I saw Finnair. It was pointed out to me Finnair was diverted and came in from Oklahoma City. So we got an A321. Then it looks like a Dreamliner from Shanghai and a 777 from London. Robbie Batista says hello. Hello, Robbie.
London, too.
Actually, correction. Before the Dreamliner will be American 2647 from San Jose del Cabo or Cabo San Lucas. Thank you, Robbie. Happy Juneteenth to you. That's right. It's a holiday today. Vince.
British Airways 9 minutes.
All right. Vince, what's going on? Come on down to the Frisco Square while you're here. The soccer watch parties in Simpson Plaza are insane. I will definitely have to do that, Vince. Yeah, like downtown. I could ride my bike to downtown from where I live. It's like 3.5 miles, 4 miles. Sounds like a plan. I hear it's pretty crazy. Pathon says, hey, Pip, great to hear from you again. British Airways about 10 minutes out. Thank you. And Texas girl letting me know. Now we got Shanghai and then London. A 787 and a 777-300. It's great to be back. This is actually the first broadcast on Southflow I've done in probably 16, 17 months. Because when we were here in May, it was all Northflow action. Oh, sweet, Southpaw. Congrats, man. That will be a rager. If that happens, that'll be a rager. We'll have to invite all the Chicago peeps. For sure. Party. J-Dog Wallace says hello from West Virginia. Fun fact, when I was Boy Scout, I actually whitewater rafted down the New River. I think that was when I was 14. And let me tell you, West Virginia is awesome. And the whitewater rafting was awesome. The first heavy, the 787, was in from Shanghai, China. This one is in from London. Andrew? Roger that, Aircraft Expeditions. Oh, and you know what the funny thing was, Aircraft Expeditions? After we had dinner Wednesday night, I checked and looked, and there was like 3 diversions at Tucson. Which, I think that's the first time when I've been, like, when I worked, then we had diversions. Sounds good, yes. We'll get Mattman up there, Southpaw. Mattman's good people. Yep, J-Dog Wallace, absolutely loved whitewater rafting on the New River. And I also did rappelling. And you can see the New River Gorge Bridge in the background. It's pretty awesome. Well, thank you so much for watching, J-Dog. Love it. I didn't know that, Vince. I didn't know you were born and bred in West Virginia. I knew you had lived in Raleigh. I didn't know that. That's awesome. We're just wait. I think we're going to close out the show on British Airways, the A380, the star of the show. And then I'm going to pack up and just head home, get everything unloaded in the truck, shower up, and start tomorrow, fresh start. What do we like in the movie The Other Guys? What about a fresh start? There's a guitar A350. I'll remember that, Southpaw. Roger that. Nope, no hints. I did say Uncle Plain Guy. It was in the Midwest somewhere. That is the one and only hint I will give. Then if they call me back or whatever, I'll tell y'all. But the one hint I will give you is it is in the Midwest. That's it. Which is a lot of airports. We'll give we'll give Qatar, since if it looks like it's going to be taken off on this side. Or will it turn right?
It usually turns right.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Yep, see, turning right. Turning right, departing to the east. While we have a moment, let's educate you a little bit. See that that tall metal red and white thing? That, my friends, is what we call a glide slope. Pilots use it for the ILS, which is the Instrument Landing System, which is a precision approach. It provides lateral and vertical guidance to the pilots and basically sends out a beam of radar, the glide slope does, for the correct angle of descent. So in the event of low visibility conditions, you can land safely. Because you're not always going to have a visual reference a lot of times. So that glide slope sends out a radar beam, the plane picks it up, and when it locks on the ILS, it locks on the glide slope, and then the plane can basically just be sucked in by that radar beam to the runway. So that is the glide slope. You'll see it. Runways that have an ILS approach have that glide slope. And a glide slope is vertical guidance and is part of the ILS. And the ILS provides vertical and lateral guidance, whereas a localizer only provides lateral guidance. Yeah. Yep, that looks like it. All right, Aircraft Expeditions, take care. Ah, the T-38's very cool, Uncle Plane Guy. Thanks again for Tim Arnold and Aircraft Expeditions and Carolina Aviation Storm Chaser Mark, Dreamweaver, and Louie for their contributions and memberships. Remember, it's only 99 cents to join the Premium Economy Club. You know, Uncle Plane Guy, Mama Pip misses the F-16s as well. She liked them a lot. There's a Frontier taking off. We are currently at DFW International Airport. Great to see you, Robert. Of course, San Diego has the big race this weekend. The big NASCAR race on Coronado Island. But, yeah, so long story short, I drove from Tucson to Dallas to visit family. To be here for a couple of weeks, visit family. My last day was last Saturday. So I'm kind of on a hiatus till we find something new. I had a couple of interviews. But I figured in the meantime, instead of paying rent in Tucson, we'd go on the road at least and be here and visit family. So, yeah. So right now, Uncle Plane Guy, that A380 is just parked for right now. It's not going to be taken off until about 11:30 tonight. What is the A380 doing there? I'm trying to figure out what it's doing. All right, the A380s, that's funny. It's going super slow because there is an inbound Envoy 3618 E175 that's probably a mile from the A380. So the A380 is having to slow way down and be at a higher altitude before it lands on 18 right. Robert, I just left it in good standing. I left in good standing. Just was an opportunity to kind of make a fresh start.
Would you ever come back here to work?
Yeah, I've applied. Texas girl's with us, and she asked me. I've applied to work at DFW. Yep. Never heard anything. But That's okay. It would be it would be a Herculean task to try and keep track of everything at this airport. All right, we'll see you again, Louie. Good to see you. J-Dog asked me, what's your top favorite airline? Well, I am a little biased, J-Dog. I worked for the airlines for 5 years, and American Airlines, I should specify, their regional affiliate, Envoy Air, hired me. And so I'm partial to them because they were the first ones to hire me. So they're close to my heart. So I will say American Airlines, but again, I'm a little biased. Himal says, what's the British Airways doing? Yeah, that's a great question. I'm wondering the same thing. It was slowing down. It's slowing down, Himal, and it's also kind of doing a kind of like a little S pattern. The problem was it looks like the E175 that is right in front of it was close to the A380. So what the A380 did was come in a little bit higher and did a little bit of S-curve turning so that they can apply a little more space between the E175 and the A380. Otherwise, we might have a go-around. So that's basically what's going on.
Yeah, it slowed way down.
There you go, Southpaw. Yep. J-Dog says, like Continental until they were bought out by United. A lot of people, I've heard that, like Continental. Yep, I see it. So we got the A321 landing right now. Little bounce, bounce. Right, I'm not an ATC guy, but it's all about time and spacing when you're on the final approach path. Your speed, your spacing, and the time or distance between aircraft. Because if they're too close, that can cause a go-around. If they're too far apart, then you're slowing down other traffic. So it's definitely a puzzle that tower and approach control work together. DW, what's up? 100 likes. Thank you so much. Welcome back to the hottest place on earth, Texas. Definitely the hottest and most humid place, DW. That's factually accurate. Okay, so I'm going to leave the camera right here. Stop it. Oh, the battery. Always does it at the perfect time. Watch this. Take two. And we're back. Sorry about that. It always happens at the perfect time, folks. All right, we're set. Okay, yeah, there's enough spacing between the aircraft. Here comes the Lubbock E175. Yeah, of course, Denver had a lot of Continental, Maggie P says. Southpaw, yeah, they're basically the Bulls. They're like the Bulls of baseball. I absolutely have. All right, so here comes the star of the show, the big old A380, and there's our friend Josh Aldridge from good old Oklahoma City. Josh, just wondering, my friend, did you see that Finnair A350 that diverted to you? I'm told it was headed to Oklahoma City. Whoops. Josh has been a longtime supporter. Premium Economy, 29 months. Thank you, Josh. What's up, Bao Bao? I'll just go all the way in. Nice.
Barely no smoke. It's cool. That's good light.
Right on, right on. And for you new viewers, and or who are not aware, DFW is only one of a handful of airports in the United States that have at least 2 A380s as regularly scheduled flights. Boston, I think Dulles, JFK, LA, Miami, and San Francisco, and DFW.
4 minutes.
Thank you, CM Bailey. That's cool. So we might do a show next week. Okay, so
20 minutes Turkish.
what?
Turkish 20 minutes.
Oh, a Texas girl is trying to convince me to stay for Turkish. I don't know. They're 50-50. Okay, so coming up, while we have a minute, our programming schedule is as such to... We talk about the possibility. I don't know for sure about tomorrow. It's going to be kind of like a day of decision, just looking at the weather and then also trying to get things organized, unpacked. But 100%, unless there's a serious issue, we will be on the air on Monday. Look for a start time. Could go either way, DFW or Love Field. So we will just see what happens. I'd like to get the Qantas A380 to start the show if we did go to DFW. So we will see on that. But let me take one last look at Flight Radar 24. All right, how about this? How about I compromise? UPS will be the last aircraft. I'll give you some bonus action. Bonus action. Yes. UPS 767 inbound looks like it's going to be an 18 right arrival. Tommy, what's going on, dude? So, Andrew, you brought up Rockford, Illinois. I do have that. I've actually made contact with the airport about doing a live show at night at Rockford just because of the UPS action. So, I am very much looking forward to figuring that out. Tommy, joining Premium Economy, thanks for your support. We are currently, CM, at DFW International Airport at Founders Plaza. No problem. Good question. We have a lot of new viewers who don't know. Thank you, Tommy, for renewing. So, yeah, Andrew, the hope is that we can get to Rockford at some point and do an overnight show like we did with Memphis. Oh, we got another special arrival, American West. We got Dreamliner waiting to take off, and looks like American West here. Indeed. Special livery. Special. Yeah, and Andrew, I'm hopeful that like the nights that we're there, we can catch a 747 because they get the occasional 747 cargo too up there in Rockford. That is correct, Doctor. But FedEx is still flying them. And Tommy, we did purchase Kevlar. Yes. We did purchase the Kevlar. Actually, I'll be honest, Tommy. I never felt safer than I did like in the middle of the night in Memphis. I think partially because it was like 35, 40 degrees. So it was a good time of year. As we check out Valaris, bienvenidos al Valaris. ¿A dónde es? Es Mexico. Thank you very much, Chaotic Bean. Great to have you aboard. This is very much an impromptu broadcast. I was on my way back from Tucson, and before I go back to Frisco, I had to make a stop here because I actually drive right by Founders Plaza. I'm going to guess this is a Brazilian departure. Let's see if I'm right. This 787 is, in fact, oh no, it's headed to Frankfurt. Ooh, an Eastern country on a West Side departure. Don't see that every day. Going to Germany. Waiting for UPS, our last aircraft of the show. Got to follow that Dreamliner, sorry. Where is it cut? Is it? Let's see. I think it's going to land on the east side. No, I'm putting my foot down. UPS is the last arrival. Thank you, Tim Arnold, being first class premier one whole year. Miss you, bud. Miss you like crazy. You come this way to Denver. You're always welcome at my house. Always love these streams, my guy. Thank you, Tim Arnold. You the man. Oh, here it is. Our last aircraft of the show. This 767 from Louisville. Wham. Definitely got to bring lots of water for our next broadcast. Lots of water. Well, everybody, thanks for tuning in to the impromptu edition of Pip's Plane Spotting Live. Again, if we don't do anything tomorrow, we will most definitely be on the air on Monday. It's just a question of what time and which airport. Will it be Love Field or will it be DFW? But in the meantime, I look forward to y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in, being part of the action. Thank you for being awesome. And it is great. Thank you, Storm Chaser Mark, Aircraft Expeditions, Carolina Aviation, Tim Arnold, Tommy, Louie, and Texas Girl. Thank you so much to everybody. We will see you on the next broadcast, everybody. We'll see you. Take care. Lynn, sleep well. Thanks for being a great moderator, and Dreamweaver as well. We'll see you, if not tomorrow, definitely Monday.